Welcome all to Let's Get It, where we attack today's local and national hottest sports topics. I'm your host, Randy Dutkin, and let's get after it. Good morning, Let's Get It fans, and welcome to a beautiful Sunday morning before the rain hits. Got a little bit of a crispness in the air. I'll tell you one thing, I'm very happy to be back in this chair right next to two good friends, co-hosts right here. Been through a lot recently over the last month or so. Been very happy to be here. Got a lot of support from everyone who has been in my life and in my family's life. But this is a sense of normalcy, and that's what we've been needing. We got a lot of sports stuff to catch up on. Got the Sixers. Got a big Eagles-Cowboys game today. Just got a lot in general to talk about and just see where everybody's at. I can tell you one thing. Like I said, for a minute there, sports was on the back burner. I don't really think I cared too much about what was going on. Mm-hmm. But as with everything in life, like once the dust settles, you try to get yourself back on track. So with that said, Coach, how you been? How things been going on?
Good, man. I mean, it's I'm in the grind now. Season is here. Scrimmage is going on, practicing every day, Definitely taking that next seat over from the assistant coach to the head coach has definitely changed my my time. But it's good, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, and I know this is something you've been preparing for, something that you've been
anticipating.
Prepare for it?
You think you can, and I'll give you guys a quick. It's funny, you think you can prepare for it. I'm like, all right, here's the plan. We're good. We're practicing, and then the first scrimmage come, and all three of my guards are hurt. And it's just like, all right. And it's like, so what do you do now? So it's like, so we haven't really been healthy yet. And hopefully, I don't even think we'll be healthy on Thursday when we open up, to be honest with you. But, now you just, that's what coaching is. You next man up, and you got to prepare everybody. And it is what it is.
I know you said before the show you guys open against Doane.
Doane on Thursday, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Jay, how about yourself? How have things been?
It's been a whirlwind, man. But I think, like I was telling you and sharing with you earlier, I think that sometimes we have these trials to, advance us to another level into some type of different perspective, right? So sometimes you just got to embrace it, but it's hard to embrace when, you're traveling through that wilderness, though. But with that being said, how I'm doing, I'm alive, my kids is alive, my family's alive. And we're here to, continue to try to make memories and make the best days possible, man. So I'm doing well, definitely good to see you. Glad that, that you're moving, step by step, it's going to take time or whatever, but, glad to see that you're back. And you know what, even, I guess I was with you because I wasn't really into sports. I'm always into basketball, though, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I've been, watching that and stuff like that. But, I'll be honest with you. I did watch the other day about this money, though. That money's got a little crazy. We're going to talk about that, too, I think. With, what's his name? Otui? Otani. Yeah.
It's
my gosh.
It's ridiculous.
My gosh. But other than that, I'm doing well, though, bro. Doing well.
Good. Yeah. I mean, it's like, but the funny thing is as you took this step back from sports, then like once you feel good, you realize how much of an outlet that is, in positive way. And speaking of basketball, I know that the in-season tournament ended last night.
Yeah, did y'all watch the game? I did.
I watched it last night.
I did watch.
I was entertained.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was. They were playing
like they cared.
like they wanted to win.
Yes,
right.
They
were into it. Everybody, when something happened, people were flexing on each other and all that kind of stuff. So it was. Yeah, I agree. I didn't watch any of the quarterfinals or semifinal games or anything like that.
Right.
But I wanted to tune into this to see, if it was really going to have that hype or was just going to be another game.
And it had the hype.
I agree.
It did. What did you think of the court?
I don't like it. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was just talking when I was out last night and I was saying like, I don't like the court. I think the court is whack. I think the colors throw me off or whatever. I don't know. I don't like the court.
Did you think that about all the courts?
No. Some of them I liked. You know
See,
what I'm saying?
I love the Sixers court. I loved it.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's too dark. You know what I'm saying? I think the darkness, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think the Wonka thing, I watched something with the Wonka. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it was in Minnesota. I think I liked that court. You know what I'm saying? Because it still kind of resembled the court a little bit. That was still like a playground. And maybe that's it was meant to, like, what's the purpose of it? That's what I don't understand.
The purpose is so that when you're watching this game, you know it's an in-season tournament.
Well, if you label it in-season tournament, then you know.
Well, like if you're just clicking through, Sixers are on. Oh, this is an in-season tournament game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Like,
it was one of the games I didn't realize they were playing, and I was like, oh,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so like when and that's so the home team always wore their city jerseys.
Okay.
And they had the court was always their in-season court.
In-season. Okay.
Which is crazy to me, which tells you how much money that this NBA because those court, like a court is it's a couple $100,000 for a court.
And it was no big deal to just have multiple.
They're just going to use it for literally 2 games. Because what was it, 4 games?
Next year they'll probably have new courts.
They'll probably have different courts because they'll get the feedback that this didn't work, that didn't work, we didn't like that, so they'll change the court.
I mean, I guess like I said, to me, it just threw me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, you know what I'm saying? I didn't care about it, and I'm just like, yo, they playing ball, and I'm glad that pause. I'm glad that I'm glad that LA won though. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for them. I like Halliburton, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Damian Lillard said it best. He said, yo, listen, you got to be humble, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you come across and you having your moment, you got to be careful at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're we called it braggadocious, too cocky maybe, that's gonna come down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta be humble when you're dealing. You know what I'm saying? I agree, Phil. Overall, the courts were horrible though. See, I do agree with that. But Halliburton, they was in him.
He struggled.
And I think that what part of it is because of his jump shot, right? Because he's got to be able to create the space.
He's got space to get that off.
To get that jump shot off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I like the Pacers though. I like what they're doing. I just think that you got to calm down a little bit, youngin. You know what I'm saying? Like but imagine, you know, I heard one other thing. We could have had him. But y'all wanted James Harden though, right? It's all good.
Well, there's a lot of I mean,
but I'm happy where we're at though, to be honest. Listen, were we going to be miles and miles better with Tyrese Halliburton? I don't know.
I don't think Maxi's Maxi if you have Halliburton.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. We're happy where we at, though. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Does that put any additional fear of the Pacers into you as a Sixers fan, as another contender in the East?
Not at all.
No, because I think, and that's what I saw watching that game. And that was one of the reasons why I want to watch the game, because their offense is so high power. They're scoring 140 points, all this craziness. Right. But then you saw when a team just plays a little bit of defense, how that just gets kind of shut down.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're scoring 135 points and losing, you got some issues. So, I mean, you know, they're young. I think they're still a couple pieces away as well.
Is Buddy Hield still there?
Yeah.
He's starting though. He's getting burned, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he starts. He plays a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miles Turner looks soft out there.
Yeah.
He looks soft. That might be the weakest link right there. Yeah. Is Miles Turner. You know what I'm saying? But but they're a good team though. They're decent. You know what I'm saying? What's this I'm hearing about the Orlando Magic? They're good like that.
Orlando's got pieces. They're tough. Orlando's tough.
Wow. Markel's out there. He got the shoulder
hurt.
Oh, okay. Look, I was just rooting for him. Like, okay, come on, Markel.
But yeah, I mean, and it's one of those things like, you know how it goes. Like all these young teams and the Sixers that are, I guess they haven't really been this, but the teams that come along, they have great regular seasons. Mm-hmm. And then the veteran teams like, all right, it's playoffs. All right, let's go. Like, and those teams just get kind of pushed aside. And I think that's what Indiana and Orlando both are gonna do.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I like the way our Sixers look. I mean, I think with the Sixers, I think we need another guard, another ball handler. Yep. I think that's the issue. Other than that, I kind of like it. I kind of like the addition by subtraction. I do. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted Harden. You know that. I've been on records. I never wanted him. You know, I'm not even sure. Did we do a show? I can't even remember. Did we do a show when he said, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not a system. I'm a system.
Yeah, we did after.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you know what? I just never liked them. But they're playing better, though.
Yeah.
They are playing better.
Oubre's been nice, and now, you know.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Clippers, though. They've been playing better.
Clippers now. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to root for them, though.
Yeah, but even with them, like, you know, they're when it comes down to it, I don't think they have the chemistry to win anything.
You don't think so? I don't think so either.
No.
I don't think so either. You know what I mean? But we did get a smile from Kawhi. He did smile. Right.
I still can go back and watch the clips of his laugh. So. No, it's been good though, man. As far as like, you know, with the Sixers and where they've been at. I mean, I think the way that they've played so far has given you a little more sense that it might be different come crunch time. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's, you know, I mean, Embiid.
But I don't know. Because I've seen them falter the same way.
Same way. Giving up leads late.
Leads late, not taking care of the ball. Yeah. That's the big thing.
I forget who there was watching them play. They were up like 11 with like a minute and a half left.
Yep, same game.
30 seconds left. They're up 2. I'm like, what is going on?
They can't get the ball across half court. Right. Matter of fact, you know what, Coach? I think I went to the game. I was at that game.
I forget who it was again.
Yeah, because you know what? Melton, like he turned the ball over and then he fell down, and it was Boston. It was Boston. That's what it was. It might have been another one too, but that Boston one, yeah. Definitely. They were up by 11, like a minute and something left, and then just couldn't take care of the ball. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That's damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This what they got. Yeah, you can't take care of the ball, would you? But you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know, I mean, other than that though, I'm very satisfied with Nick Nurse. I think Nick Nurse is a really good coach. You know, it's the movement. You know what I'm saying? You see ball movement. You know what I'm saying? I think that is what I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, everybody's moving. You know, we can clean that stuff up or whatever. We're going to be right there. We're right there.
Yeah, we still are. I mean, what I kind of like about him, and I know it's early on, is you don't hear a lot from him. You know, and I kind of like that. He's just seemed focused on what he needs to do. I mean, obviously, there's been no real adversity or anything yet, so you'll see what happens then. But, you know, in comparison to like Doc, well, Doc went through, you know, a whirlwind here. But I kind of like how Nurse just kind of seems to be riding the course.
It bothered me hearing Doc on the thing last night.
I did see it.
That bothered me. Like, Doc, shut up.
What you say?
Nothing. Just him like giving his analysis.
That was the same thing.
And he's like, "Oh, well, they got to move the ball." No. You can't talk about moving the ball. Like, no, I don't want to hear that.
I turned it on. That was one of the first things. It was him. It was Matt Breen and Doris, and that was the first thing you said. And I was like,
"Take him off, Doris. You do your thing."
I want to hear what Doris Burke has to say, not you.
No, but and I'm doing a little study on this. This is a little private study I'm doing. I want to see if the fan base is going to get on Nurse and get into his coaching acumen. I want to see if they're going to start to critique him. I just want to see.
Here's the difference. I don't think any Sixers fan right now thinks we have a team that can win a championship. I think everybody agrees, like you just said it.
We're right there.
We're a player away.
Yeah, we're a player away.
So I don't think until that happens, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think what you're saying.
So last season's team, you thought we had enough to win.
I didn't, but I think a lot of people did.
I actually think we're better than last year. I think we're better.
I think we're better because of the coaching. I don't know if our team is necessarily better.
But see, you know what? See, now, if Doc didn't, you don't think that if he didn't have Harden, that they would run a different, because that was the point of contention, though.
I got you. I don't think if we still have Doc right now and Harden and everything happens, but we still have Doc, I don't think we're as good as we are right now. Because I think Doc just he just lets guys do what they want to do. He may have a system in place, but if they go out of that system, which a lot of NBA players do, there's no, and we don't have the guys that are good enough to do that.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I don't know. I still think that I still think that the team in the offense would be different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure.
You know, because Harden would hold the ball. You know what I'm saying? Constantly. So, you know, and that was their point of contention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and it was a point in time. Like, he's right, though. The Sixers, when he was moving the ball and whatever, we was tough.
I agree.
At a certain point.
Yeah.
But then, you know what? I think he was out.
He was hurt for a while.
And we kept
And
moving.
the ball kept going. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just think it was addition by subtraction or whatever. But I think we're right there. I'm just interested to see, you know, if this is part of like the clinical angle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if he's going to get the same treatment. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. I just want to see.
So my hypothesis on your is that he will not.
Okay.
I think it'll come down on Embiid. And because I think
So he's your variable.
because we're going through it again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So when we're doing it in the same, we get the same result.
Yeah.
What is the same? What is the constant? What's the constant?
The common denominator.
Right?
I got you.
So I think he gets it unless something crazy happens, like
Got you.
you know. But I think he'll be the one that takes it first.
He's never in shape to start the season. I don't know. I mean, that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, my son's team, they won a great game the other day. I will never go back to this place ever again in life. Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Never. Okay. I was like legit scared to death out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the school is located in the backwoods and we had to go across a couple of one-lane bridges and you can't see nothing. And I'm still like blind mellow jelly. I won't ever go there ever again. Not that I had a bad experience, whatever. It's too dark out there. It's too Quakerish, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, long story short, the other team was just beating them up and down the court. I said, yo, coach, everybody's out of shape. And maybe that's what it is for us to start the season. I don't know. But you as a coach, I mean, you head coach, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see players wait to training camp to get in shape? Or you want them getting in shape come into training camp in shape?
That's one of the biggest things. If we have to work on your conditioning during the season,
you're not ready for prime time.
That's killing us.
Right. You're not ready. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. Like, he just seems out of shape to me. You know what I'm saying? Maxi's balling. I love Oubre. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's no, I mean, you know, I don't know. Could you have an accident and there's no footage?
I was excited. Did we ever find out what really happened there? Because that was...
I don't know.
There was no footage.
I guess you could.
Yeah, because there's no cameras.
Yeah, you could.
But then, like, I mean, listen, if he got, like, hit on, let's say, I don't know. I mean, name one of the little side Grad Street in Philly, right? If he got hit on Grad Street in Philly, I'd say, maybe there might not be no footage because now you're depending on, people's Ring cameras, this and that. But you got hit on like the main street in Philly where there's cameras
every angle, everywhere.
And nobody has no footage. So, I started daydreaming and thinking like, wow, I wonder if he owes somebody money. You know what I'm saying? And somebody came and just got him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, first of all, you want the best for Kelly Oubre or whatever. But it is kind of mysterious though. There's no footage though.
I think I think he, because they have his Ring camera of him coming back, walking back into his house with his bike.
Okay.
Bicycle.
Okay.
I think he got hit. I think he got hit on his bike. And I think he's probably not supposed to be on his bike.
Okay. Okay.
Everything it says, he was walking, he was a pedestrian and got hit.
He probably was on that bike.
He was probably on his bike.
Yeah, he's probably on that bike. Yeah. See? Yeah. But, we're glad he's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This and that. The other Sixers news, I don't know. And I don't know if we're done talking about the team, but I have another.
It's all right.
Did you hear about my boy Mo Cheeks?
No. Taking him out of the Hall of Fame?
No. But, I never really think anybody says anything bad about Mo Cheeks. But Matt Barnes did.
Oh, Matt Barnes hates
Matt Barnes, I just learned it the other day. I'm like, damn,
Matt Barnes kills him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He can't stand him.
Anytime somebody on their podcast, anytime somebody brings up the
He's like,
Sixers,
F-Mo cheeks.
like, even if they're talking about the Sixers now,
F-Mo
he'll be like,
cheeks.
F-Mo cheeks. Every time. Yeah.
F-Mo cheeks.
And what does that stem back to?
I guess
He got traded here with Chris Webber.
Yeah.
right? And he shot a jump shot. And he said something about don't shoot. Don't shoot. You suck at shooting. Don't this, and that. Like, don't ever take another shot. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he got traded to Golden State. And now he started shooting and he making shots or whatever. And you know what? He took it personal. But there are some kids, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids, I know I coached, you, this and that, said, you know what? No, this is not your calling. Your calling is not to shoot. Your calling is to pass, rebound, block shot. That's it. That kid should take it personal.
Yeah.
He should take it personal because then he should say, well, wow, the coach don't want me to do that. Let me go work on my stuff and prove. But I don't know if he should feel that type of vitriol towards cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's because of the way he came at him about it.
Okay, that's
I think
fair.
he was like, it wasn't about like, listen, it's not like right now we don't need you to shoot. We need you to do it. It was like, yo, stop shooting. Don't take like you said. It was like that. Like,
right.
like,
Okay, I can understand. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what it was. And like he said, he just hated Philly. He was mad he was in Philly in general.
Right.
Because he's a California kid. He's like, I'm showing up to Philly in December with Chucks and a white t-shirt on. Like, I know. He goes, it was just a miserable time.
Yeah. I know. We had a kid on AAU one time recently, and he kept saying, why can't I bring the ball up like everybody else? Because I don't want you to. And then you know what? He went rogue and did it anyway. And what happened?
Lost the ball.
Cookies. Strip. You know what I'm saying? And I said, hey, come here. I said, you asked me a question why you can't do it? That's the reason why. Don't do it. You do it again, you won't play no more. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta, because kids think that you hating on them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he hating on, he don't want me to be great. We not hating on you. That's just not your calling right now, son.
Yeah, you're doing the opposite. You're trying to maximize their strengths.
Right. But sometimes if you maximize your strengths, then that player should be inspired to work on the weaknesses.
Right.
That's what I'm saying?
I'll be honest. That's what I'm kind of going through now with some of our players is, and it's not really it's the guys who are the next guys who probably aren't going to play.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of attitude. Well, I'm not playing. How come I'm not with this group? How come I don't? Blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
So in the scrimmages, I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of, I've been kind of like letting them go.
Right.
And then, so now they can hopefully see and show themselves
Right.
and their parents
Right.
why it is what it is.
Right.
And, hopefully get that out now, and then hopefully everybody gets back on board and it's,
Right.
positive.
One of the beautiful things I see, and I wish it could be like that in a lot of schools. And again, I always got affinity for my Penns Grove people, man. So, I'm a little biased, right? But one of the things I think is always pretty cool is that the advantages of being a small school, right, is that you've coached those same kids from here all the way here. So when they have to have a conversation, I watched like Coach Kyle and definitely Coach Dwyer. I watched them how they could just, and even Coach Brown and Dante and everybody, they're able to check them at a different level.
Yep.
So like on Friday, I'm talking with this kid, right? And he kind of is confused about what to do. So when you're confused about what to do as a kid, you just stop doing, right? So I'm giving him my best work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got it. Don't get it twisted. I mean, I got it on reserve. Like, I could just pull it out. But, my little techniques, I do the wax on, wax off. You know what I'm saying? I hit him with that first. I hit him with something else. Oh, man, I'm giving him my best work. And I can see it's changing him a little bit. And I take it over to my man. My man go talk to him. This and that. We get in the gym. I spent like 2 hours, right? Get in the gym. Talk to him for a second. You know what I mean? He's still like, nah. Coach Kyle said, oh, okay. Yeah, he talking about quitting. Hold on. Here go the kid. I'ma play. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yo, all that, I gave my best work, bro.
Whoa.
For like 2 hours. I didn't do my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, I'm gonna be there for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he talking nonsense. Hold on. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo. So
I compete with that.
I said, but no, I think there's an advantage too.
No, there is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So sometimes that helps the conversation. Because then you can be a little more minutiae.
It might be a stretch.
Yeah, it might be a stretch, but you could be a little more linear. You could be a little more aggressive.
And that's why in coaching, it's so much about your relationships with your players.
Right.
Because if they know you care about them more than you care about this win or this whatever,
Right.
then you can check it. Like, you can check them, because they know they know where it's coming from.
Right.
But and that's the problem with a lot of these coaches, when it's just like all you care about, especially at the college level now, where all you care about is
Wins
your
and-
next move.
That's right.
Wins.
What are you getting? That's why
right.
there's so many of these kids that nah, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out.
I think that's so. You see so many teams in different tournaments amongst different sports. They may not be the most talented, but they're the most successful because of the bonds that they have.
Relationships.
They're having fun on the court, on the field, whatever it may be. And then you have these other teams that are stacked, but you can tell that nobody likes each other. The players are over here, the coaches are over here.
Right.
The teams that are winning are the ones where, in between games, the coaches, the kids, everyone's hanging together, laughing, joking.
There's a relationship, and I think that's what and I actually say that to people, not just in sports, but even when you're trying to do business.
Absolutely.
Like, people always say business never personal. My favorite rap group is EPMD. Their whole motto was business never personal. You remember EPMD?
I knew that.
That's all right.
I knew.
That's all right.
We'll get back on track.
Well, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. But it was business never personal. But that's probably the biggest misconception. Business is always personal. Always.
Because you're always going to go with somebody you feel a little more comfortable with.
Or that you might have a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, to sum it all up, listen, I'm happy because we were talking about the Sixers and we drifted.
That's okay.
But I'm happy about where we're at as a team. I think we need one more piece. And it's not Zach LaVine.
No,
I just want to be clear. It's not Zach LaVine.
It's not DeMar DeRozan.
And it's not DeMar DeRozan, even though DeMar DeRozan would be a better fit than Zach LaVine.
I still don't think that's
But that's not the answer. I think DeMar DeRozan is just a little bit better than Tobias. A smidge better than Tobias. They're in the same ilk.
They overlap too much.
Yeah.
Well, I think, like you said, you need a ball handler, but I think you need some more toughness.
I would take Caruso.
I actually think that's a great pickup. Van Fleet, we would be, because he's still small,
He's
right?
small, but he's a very good defender.
Guard. And he's a good guard.
Yeah, we're not getting him, but
Yeah, Caruso's all right, though.
Yeah.
Something like that. Could we use TJ McConnell right now?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I had forgot that he was still playing.
Yeah, he was still,
he impacted that game. So
Big time.
that's actually
So
fun.
we need somebody like that. I would even go with an Ish Smith.
but why isn't Pat Bev that?
Pat Bev is because Pat Bev, like, he can't dribble like that.
Why?
I'm not comfortable with him dribbling the ball.
He averaged 45 in high school. Like, how did he not dribble the ball?
Yeah, I know, but that was many years ago, though, bro. He's a defender.
Yeah, but
he's just a specialist. He's a specialist.
But you're right. That's kind of like what we need with that ball handling.
You need not like a Pat Bev. You need like a Caruso, somebody that can. You know what I mean? Because there's too many times that, especially when like late games and they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Maxi's not ready yet for that, I think. And in Melton, he melts.
Oh, I was watching the Sixers game. I guess who they're playing. I don't know who they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
But your girl's new thing.
Oh God!
All right, what was it?
I don't know. I can't.
No, what was it before? Oh, bang bang yang.
No, she stole that.
Right.
Okay,
Her new thing. Boom boom Nick Batum.
No, she's corny. She's corny.
And she said on air, she goes, I asked Georgie Yang if it was okay if I used boom boom Nick Batum. And Ala was like, "Wait, you actually asked?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah."
That's funny.
I was like, "Nah, we're not asking former players." No.
But yeah, man, she's corny.
You know what? No, I wanted to go back. You were talking about college for a minute. This transfer portal's getting like out of control.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like it's just, if you're a fan of a team, if you're just looking at it from perspective, I think it's too much. I just think there should be a limit.
Now the players got to have freedom, man. They have freedom and rights, man.
There is a limit. You can only do it once, I believe.
I thought you could do it twice.
You probably could do it twice because of the COVID exceptions.
Yeah,
Like that.
but
I'm not
That's
sure.
got to be. This is the last year for
Okay.
that.
Is it last year? Okay.
Because I'm looking at some of these guys, like the guys who put the Heisman, they were at this school and that school and this school. And, I mean, I get it that you want to take the next best opportunity for you, but
I mean, I think it's just a correlation to where we are in the world, like where
Right.
everybody's
Yeah, you don't own me, yo. You don't own me.
player empowerment,
Come on, man.
all that.
Come on, man.
But as you see, though, there's very few times where a kid
They're
transfers
successful.
and it's a huge impact.
Right.
Like there's very few of those. At all sports. I mean, football is obviously the one that's just crazy right now. And the first day there was like 1,500 kids.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the numbers, half of those kids, I think it's like half of those kids won't play Division I football again,
Right.
and then half of the rest of them won't play college football again.
Right.
So it's like,
It's all
so
good.
who's really transferring?
It's all good.
so
Everybody need freedom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't take my freedom and rights away, man. No more pimping me. No more pimping them no more. You know what I'm saying? They could do what they want to do. Now sometimes it's to their own detriment though.
Yeah.
I think most of the time it is.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's all good. You know what I mean?
I mean, these NIL deals are out of control.
Yo, listen, I seen a high school kid in like a Maybach. I was like, oh man.
Out of control.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But
They
if
were-
you can
they were
get
set-
bread, go get it.
Yeah, I mean, they were talking about, like, for example, the receiver from Ohio State. I was reading an article. He was saying that he could come out and be top 3 pick. It's more financially beneficial for him to stay in college, do his NIL deals, than signing the
That's-
rookie contract.
That's the thing. Like, so this to me, there's nothing wrong with it. Listen, the owners have been pimping them for years.
Oh, yeah.
For years, and they're still pimping them. You think that even though they're getting that money for the NIL deal, what is the other people getting?
Absolutely.
So it's just like, but sometimes rich people, they don't like sharing no money. They could getting a $450 million a year if they got to give the player, you know what I'm saying, $25 million. They're like, that's too much now. You know what I mean? Let me give them like $10 million. I'm not at $5 million. Nah, come on. Let them eat like you eating. You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
and you know why?
because you're pimping me anyway.
You know why there's so many, donations to different funds. You
Sure.
need to find ways to write some tax write-offs.
Absolutely. We all do it.
Yeah.
We all do it.
Yeah.
I tell anybody, I love my uncle. I don't want to love him like that, though. It's just that I don't want to love him that much. I want to love him, though, but not that much. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good.
No, I mean, like I said, I do like seeing the kids getting paid
it's all
because, like, all the money that they were for years they were making off selling the Charles Woodson jersey or whatever jersey it may have been back that everyone was wearing. But there's no money going to it because it's just a likeness of them. Well, no, you know exactly what player that is.
Yes. They know. Listen, don't even get me started. That's what I say. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, I like that hat right there.
Oh, thank you. Because I know I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to see your Jalen Hurts jersey.
Oh, yeah. I do have the Kelly Green one. I have it. How could you not have it? I actually, you know what? I may gift that for you guys. Do you guys have that?
I do not.
I do not.
I may gift that for you because you know what? Especially for you.
I can tell you how I don't have it because it's a steep price tag.
You bought Carson Wentz jersey though.
I did, but it was not. That price tag wasn't the same.
It wasn't that different.
It's a little different.
Nah, well, I tell you what. Listen, if I can get you a discount, would you get it?
What, the Kelly Green?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hurts?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it.
They thought about
that. Yo, listen, man. Let me tell you.
And it wasn't an official.
Let me tell you, Eagles something.
It wasn't an official.
Let me tell you, Eagle fan something. Yo, listen. They finally, sometimes good teams win ugly. right?
Yeah.
And you've been winning ugly. You disagree, Coach?
I don't think good teams win ugly all the time.
Okay, no, I get you. So
a good point.
you got exposed,
Yes.
right?
By a very good team.
But it doesn't mean. I mean, first of all, you beat them already. Didn't you beat them already? Didn't we beat the 49ers?
We beat a
mean,
different
last
version.
year.
A different
Oh,
version.
right.
Yeah.
So this is the first time. This is the first time I was playing them this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, listen, they were on almost their no quarterback when we played them last year.
Okay. So we lost. Okay. We go back to the drawing board. We make adjustments and whatever. Doesn't mean like, oh, I tell you this team, oh, it's over. It's this. It's that. It's like, yo, calm down.
I don't understand the overreaction.
100%.
Damn.
I really don't.
And,
Damn,
the key to the whole thing is what you just said. You go back to the drawing board. You
And
make,
you make
your
adjustments.
Now, if they come out and get exposed
Tonight,
the same way,
then we have
got
some
some
fun. We got
problems.
some fundamental problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? But
the
I mean,
overreaction's been ridiculous. And
oh my gosh, like yo, I mean, it's
look, at the
like
end of the day, you're like, well, look at the standings. You're still sitting there in first place. You're good.
that's what I don't understand. Everybody knew that this type of game was going. It was bound to
it's
happen.
coming.
And it was,
you
it's
knew
not
it was
like-
coming.
And
What
it
are they-
wasn't like you lost to a team that
right.
is inferior. You lost to probably the toughest competition that you're going to face. A very good team.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? So but you can't always have this reaction after it. That's the thing that I don't like. And imagine if when you lose in games, Coach, and your team just reacts that way all the time. Like you're gonna have to do a lot of work to change that mindset. So
Right.
I don't understand.
Well, I don't think it's the players.
It's the fans.
Yeah.
It is
It
the
is,
fans.
yeah,
It is the
absolutely.
fans. But why don't I'm just talking about people. At some point, people, like even me watching it, I'm like, okay, yo, you gotta go back to the drawing board. You gotta. So I would think most people have that perspective, but I'm always shocked to find out that maybe most people don't. Like that's a lose to me. That's a losing mentality.
Well, I think Eagles games, because of the limited number of games, get magnified so much more, week to week than anything else.
So there's a lot of Philadelphia fans, especially when it comes to the Eagles, because of what Randy just said, I think they really truly believe that they are a part of the team.
No, you're not wrong.
That's a good point.
You're not wrong. If
Like,
I can show you the
They
threads.
really truly believe that it's we're all in this together. Right?
You're not wrong. You're
So
not
when
wrong.
something goes wrong, they don't know how to have that all right, come on, we just gotta come
Calm
back.
down,
We gotta
yeah.
come back next week.
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
like,
Relax.
And I can show you threads of guys are saying, listen, in this particular situation, this is how we need to set up the defense, like talking like they have an impact
Yeah.
on what's going on.
like when I turn on sports radio on Thursday and they're still talking about, well, how come we didn't do this? Like, yo,
We need to run the ball. We need to do
What?
I
this.
don't understand, son. That's
Now,
what I'm saying.
I will say the funny thing was when the guy, I guess when he stayed outside the practice facility
Yeah.
with the sign that just said "run the ball," like so.
Oh snap! Right?
No,
Like,
that's
that's
funny.
funny.
And I liked how Sirianni was like, yeah, we stopped. We sent him some coffee. Like, that's cool,
Like, yeah.
fun interaction. One thing I have to talk about, this guy, Big Dom.
Yeah,
Big Dom. This
Big
guy
Dom? I don't
is
know
a
Big Dom.
the
fool.
security guard for the
Yes.
Eagles.
So in the middle of the game last week,
Is he on the field?
Yeah,
yeah,
So he's the one that
he's
got
the one got
hit.
point. Yeah,
he got a little jack. It was
No, I'm talking about. It was a while ago, and I forgot somebody like clipped him.
Oh,
He was dancing or something like that, and I think the play happened. And I gotta show you. Okay, but I think he's on the field.
But
though.
this guy is being made out to be some kind of folk hero.
Yeah, he
And
is.
if you ask me, the guy is way out of line.
Why? What'd he do?
Because his role is to protect the players from fans,
From
other
outside-
people,
from outside.
outside.
Yeah,
His
sources.
role is not to get on the field in between the player and another opponent. And he's in there, they're looking at him like he's some kind of folk hero because he got in between the Eagles player and the linebacker from the Niners. They're like, oh, know your role and stay on the sidelines. Let the players do their business.
So he stopped the fight.
So so apparently the 49ers player, it was a borderline illegal play.
Yeah.
They got up and all the players were coming over. It was players, coaches. They were getting into it, and then he stepped into it.
Oh.
They kind of pushed he was being a peacemaker, like
Right.
pushing everybody away. And then the 49ers player like went to like point in his face, but kind of mugged him a little bit. And then the 49ers player got ejected.
Oh.
So now NFL, he's not allowed to be on the sidelines tonight.
Right.
But like the NFL's thing is, listen, security people are not supposed to interfere in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now, if a fan comes running out of the stands, go take him out.
Right.
But like player on player, coaches, like you have
That's
nothing
not
to
your
do.
role.
That's not your role.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy was made out to be some kind of folk hero. They're like, oh, Big Dom, Big Dom, Big Dom. Shut up.
No.
Like, I'm sorry. I was like, no.
Okay. Well, listen, it's all good.
But I mean, it's a big game tonight. I mean, it's a big
It's
game.
a huge game. Huge game. And it's in Dallas?
It is in Dallas.
You got
They
to
don't play well.
Yeah, you got to come to play.
Secondary's hurt. I mean, it's gonna be tough.
Who's more important, offense or defense tonight?
I think both.
Defense.
I think both. I've learned watching the sport.
The political answer.
No, I've learned watching the sport
And special
that everything is dependent on your line.
Yeah.
Your lines, your offensive line and your defensive line.
But I think
those are the keys to the game.
I'm
If you
more
can
concerned
win those two battles, you won the game.
I'd be more concerned about us though not being giving up more points than anything.
See, I think we're gonna give up points, so the offense has to
They gotta
be able to score.
Well, yeah, you don't want to give up them points, but you're right.
I think you're going to. Like, I just don't think our defense is there right now.
And I'd say I hate the 8:30 game. It's getting too late. It's getting too late.
Yeah, well, it's 8:30. Damn.
Yeah.
Why 8:30?
That's the Sunday night game.
It's always 8:30.
I think so, yeah.
Like
Oh.
I'm a big fan of the
I think it
4:30.
used to be 8.
It used to be 8. That's what I'm saying. Like, wow, 8:30.
The 4:30 game to me is like I love that.
Oh yeah, me too.
Love the 4:30
That's the
game.
best game.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I'll be watching. And you know what? We'll have our food. But no, by that time, we ain't eating nothing. Shoot, no, please. It's time to, start winding down. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I'll make it through the whole game because that game, sometimes them 8:30 games, they'll
That's what I mean. It's like 11:30, 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Yeah. But you got the best job. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, the body's not as spry as it used
No,
to
I
be.
hear you. Unfortunately, we have to be there. Well, I know I got to be there at 7:30. What time you got to be in, Coach?
Like 8:15.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a whole different.
But I have the same. I have the key.
Oh, there it is.
the back door.
I don't know what you're talking
Balls.
about. Yeah, right. Balls. Yeah, what are you talking about? But yeah. So now I listen. I like the Eagles. I'm still rooting for them. You know what? I was It was like that. I was driving to Boston Sunday, and I got the game on my. I check every periodically. On my phone, like what's going on. I'm like, Dad, like what's happening out here? Next thing I know, by the time I get to Boston, I'm like, oh my gosh, the Eagles got like spanked. What was the score? Like 40 something?
42-19.
Yeah, spanked. It was spanked though.
Let me ask you this:
Spanking.
So when the game went, no one gets your question. When I was last weekend when the game was on, right? It was on honeymoon.
Mhm.
Fantastic time, right?
Mhm.
They had sports bar there, and they were like, "Oh, you're not going to sit down and watch the game?" I was like, "No, I am in Barbados. I am not sitting down. I may check out a few minutes of the game, but I'm not spending my time by 4 hours watching this Eagles Niners
Well,
game."
you're on your honeymoon and you with your wife.
Right.
So,
Well, that goes back to
I'd have
what,
watched it though.
Well,
But go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
well, that goes back to what I was saying before. Like, I agree. I wouldn't have watched it. I didn't even watch it when I was here.
Right.
But like some of it, that's why you're a Carsonite,
Right.
but you're not a delusional fan. I think.
Right.
So some of these like delusional fans, like we were just talking about, like if they don't watch it, they feel like the team can't play. Like I gotta watch
Right,
this
right.
game.
Oh, yeah,
like the
right,
game's
right,
not
right.
gonna happen.
that
Like,
was a response, but the guy's like, "Oh, you're not a real fan." And I'm like,
yeah,
no,
like, they'll be
I said,
okay. Or
They'll be
they
okay.
won't.
I remember I
They'll
walked
be
by
all right.
those guys later on, about 2 hours later. I said, "Oh man," I said, "Really using your time wisely there, huh?"
Yeah.
It was like 31-9 or something.
Yeah, no, I'd have started off watching it though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I did. I mean,
Right.
I had it on, and
Right. That's what I thought. Right.
but I wasn't going to sit down for 4 hours.
No. You was gonna keep it moving, so you might be in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of the things I used to love and hate when I was a kid was Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Not because of, we always honoring the mothers and all the wonderful women in the families, but they used to always have the playoff games. And then Sixers, when they were in the playoffs, they used to always come on when it was time to go to dinner. And I'd be like, damn, I don't want to go. But I would go. And then we'd go to the little hibachi steakhouse and they'd have it on. I'd be watching, and then we got to sit down. Then I come back and they lose, and I'm like, oh, and we got to go sit down. You know what I'm saying? So you checking in and out of it. I'm not. I get it. I'm not going to sit there and that's my plan for the day. Right. No.
I think but that's what you said about these Eagles fans. Like, they can't separate. Yeah. Like, if I don't watch the game, it's going to impact what's going to happen.
The game's still going to go.
Right. Exactly.
Right. You never felt that way though? They're like, oh, Dad, they lost. You know what? I got to be tuned in because maybe it's the good luck of me watching the game.
Not in a regular season game like that.
Okay.
No. Okay. I mean, I have a little more influence in a playoff game.
You never say, oh, I wear this jersey. Or when they wear this jersey, they win. Yeah.
I think it's different.
I definitely have times where I'm like, I'll be watching the game and like I'll turn it on. Say the Sixers. I'll turn it on. They're up 10. As soon as I turn it on, 2 threes in a row. All right, let me turn this off.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I definitely have that, but I don't. I'm never like, all right, listen. If I don't do this,
that's a wrap.
The game's not gonna happen.
Right. How do we feel about Jalen Hurts, though? We still feel like, you know what I mean? Because, I agree with what you said. Rainey's not a delusional fan. He definitely is a Carsonite.
Yeah. I was a big fan, but that's
no, it's still there. It's still rooted.
No.
It comes out every once in a while. It's dust.
There's no comparison now to Carson Wentz at all.
It's more closet. It's more closet. It comes out. With the right.
I don't even mean against Jalen Hurts. You're just pro Carson.
Yeah, you're pro Carson.
I was.
I think he's still there.
There's still some love for.
Yeah, there is.
If Carson would announce a return and this team signs him and he's going to start, you're going to watch the game.
Yeah, yes you will.
I think
there's a coagulation.
So I think you would watch it
around, when you're around, because you listen. You're you're well loved. Okay, you have a lot of friends, whatever. But some particular friends and how it coagulates together, it comes out. You don't notice it though, but it comes out. And I've been around this coagulation and I've seen just little subtle, little small, it's okay though. It's all right. It's all right.
Listen, in my humble opinion of myself, I have put that to bed.
Okay.
Have others put it to bed? No.
Okay. So are you a Jalen Hurts fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. They know.
Right. Do you believe him, Coach? I don't.
I believe he's a fan. I believe
he's an Eagles fan. I'm talking about a Jalen Hurts fan.
Yeah, I believe he's a fan.
Okay. All right. You're a fan.
Yeah.
I'm going to gift you with the jersey. That's what I'm getting.
No, I do. I mean,
now he's really going to be a fan. He's like, yeah. I'm a fan.
Let's go.
Gift him.
Tonight I'm like, go Hurts. No. But no, I mean, there's plenty of people. Jalen Hurts still is taking so much flack. Like, who cares how they score? Who cares how if you're putting the wins up, the points up, that's what matters at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And they're still thinking, oh, he holds on to the ball too long. He does this too long. Well, he's still growing. That's
why he has to win. He's got to win. He's got to win. The only way it's going to silence that stuff is if he wins. Somebody different, you know what I'm saying? It'd be fun. You guys love Carson. You became a Carsonite because you felt like he won the Super Bowl or he had a big part in it.
Well, he did.
He did not. Okay. He did not.
Yes, he did.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
Right. This is what I'm saying. It comes out. It comes out.
No, that's a whole different. No, being a Carsonite and telling you what the facts state.
That's not the fact, though. Not the fact. Who helped you was Foles. I'm not saying that Carson didn't play. I didn't say that Carson didn't play a role in how he played in getting you there. What was he, 11-2 or whatever?
But you just contradicted yourself.
No. I didn't. Listen, you feel like he won the Super Bowl for
I said we don't get there without what Carson did to help the team.
No, I disagree. We talking about what, playoff positioning? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's everybody on the team helped with playoff positioning. Right, but who helped won the Super
MVP that year before he got injured?
No. Then he wasn't MVP.
Right, I'm saying he was on MVP track before he got injured. If he doesn't get injured,
that's the same thing.
He probably wins.
Hurts the same thing, right? Hurts the same thing, right? He was the same thing, right? Hurts was MVP before he got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that cancels out. My thing is that Carson gets, and I think this is why it's happening to Carson, because Carson got more credit for winning for the Super Bowl than Nick Foles.
That's not true.
Yes, he did.
That's not true.
Yes, he did.
That's not true.
Yes, he did. Who was more important? Who was more important?
Nick Foles is gonna have a statue.
Yeah.
Who's more important to that Super Bowl, Foles or Wentz?
If you add no, Nick Foles.
Right. It should have been a quick answer, right?
No,
it
Nick
was
Foles.
not.
Nick Foles is the answer.
Nick Foles is a national pickleball champion, by the way.
Is he really?
Yes.
Wow.
He's yes.
Wow. Okay. All right, Nicky.
No, Nick Foles is the answer to that. But you're right. If you ask, like, I know it's going to happen. If you ask 100 Eagles fans, I think you do get like a 65-35, 60-40 mix between Foles and Wentz.
Who was the most important?
Yeah.
Well, that's delusional.
But
I also think, like, did Carson Wentz help you that season to get to where you are? Of course. I think that's a no-brainer. And I agree, Jay, just like everybody else. But he was everybody else too. Like, I think he had a big part of that. But like, that's
his claim to fame, though. His claim to fame.
You know what I think his claim to fame is? That we traded up and
Yes.
gave up assets to get him.
Dad.
That's what I think. That's where I think the love comes for him. Now, does that make sense? Meaning, like, is that the right way to think about it? Of course not. But I think that's why, like, it's almost like tanking for Ben Simmons. Like, we did all this. Now you have to be our guy. You have to be you're the chosen one. Right?
Got you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, and I think that's why, like, and then Hurts was just a second round pick that we didn't really think we needed at the time. Like, it was like, oh, why did we get him when we could have got somebody else? Like, so I think that's where, I don't think it really has to do with, I think it's what we gave up, what he was supposed to be for us.
He came in as the savior.
Yeah.
And and I agree completely.
So for his ego, for Carson's ego, it's because he felt like he helped them win the Super Bowl. Because I never understood why he had such an ego. That was my whole issue.
Well, I mean, but that
I think that's before that.
yeah, that was shown late down the line too. Like,
okay.
I think because I don't think that just manifests itself. I think most people who are like that are like that.
I think he was just brought up. Where he was brought up, he was the star, and then he went to North. He was the
So
star.
he just that's just who he is.
He was just he was
I think
always told.
you can probably only hide it for
for a little bit. Yeah, I got you. Well, listen, I'm rooting for Hurts. I got the Eagles winning. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? I got the Eagles winning.
See, I as an Eagles fan, yes, but I got to say, I think Dallas takes the game tonight.
You always do that though. Like you do that.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. Like that's your little luck thing. Or okay, if I say this, then. Yeah, I did this, and then maybe I get the results I want. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I just think Dallas is set up tonight to beat the Eagles.
I got the Eagles coming back strong. Actually, I think the Eagles put a spanking on the Cowboys. A spanking. They're really upset about what happened to the 49ers, and they want to prove that they can still, they're of the elite of the elite. They're the elite of the elite.
It's going to be a blowout. I just don't know who's going to win. I'll be honest with you. Because I could see what you just said, Jay, where it's like, no, we're going to.
We got to show you. We got something to prove.
But I could also see where they get punched in the mouth early, and it's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
I don't trust Dak.
And it's still a regular
I was going to say, it's regular season Dak can
Still
put up
regular
numbers.
season,
Okay.
though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on. They're talking about him for MVP.
Wow, really? What's their record?
Well, they're running the Eagles. They're
3 losses.
9-3.
So 9-3, 10-2. We're 10-2. Wow. So this is like
For the NFC East.
for the NFC East. Yeah, it's good. Now this is when football gets good. See, this is it right here.
Yeah.
I got Eagles. I got Eagles all the way though. I got Eagles. I do.
I think.
Come on, coach. Come on.
I'm gonna go.
Come join me in the winner's circle.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. What's up, coach?
So you wanted to bring up before we wrap up. You were talking about the money that Ohtani.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, like 700 million.
It's crazy.
Wow. And the provisions that people had to even to meet with him. Like you had to go through, you had to keep it private, blah, blah, blah. 700 million? My gosh.
The thing is, though, that is a investment that I would make any day of the week if I was in a team right now. Because with everything that comes with, like, the marketing value that he has is just incredible. On top of the talent. Like, you're going to make that money back over tenfold.
But see, I disagree a little bit because you know why? Because every time you see, and I hate to say this, and I'm not wishing nobody no bad luck or whatever, but every time somebody signs a contract or do something like this, they never live up to it.
I mean, it's hard to live up to. Like, that's
They never live up to it.
I would agree with you, Randy, if it wasn't the Dodgers. Like the Dodgers, like how much more can they bring in? Like they're already at the top. Like, you know, we talk about the allure we were talking about with the Yankees. Like the Dodgers are one of those teams that are in the top of that as well. So like, how much more can, like, if it was a small market team, I think it would make more sense. But I don't know. I just think
when he was looking at the Blue Jays, it looked like, I was like, now that would make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
Go somewhere a little out of the norm and bring them to stardom.
That's crazy.
The thing is too, like, if you look at his track record, like, he's not going to pitch that. I mean, he's hurt, pitch, but yeah, he's hurt now. He can't pitch potentially until next year. Like, I think the investment is a little, I get it, but I think from what you're going to get on the field, I don't think you're going to get your money's worth. What is your money's worth for $70 million a year? And then you've got Bryce Harper out here talking about he wants more money.
That's his agent.
Yeah.
But no, you're not advocating for Bryce to get more money?
No, you're not getting in a contract extension.
Oh, you're just upset right now. That's all right.
No, like I had this conversation
love
before.
Bryce.
I do, but you can play out your contract just as it is. You're getting plenty of money, and I'm not giving you a contract extension until you're 42 years old.
Wow. Well, I'm never paying anybody $700 million.
Like it's going to be, before you know it, in our lifetime, we may see $1 billion contract.
The thing about it is, any of those contracts that you've ever seen, they never performed up to it. Never did.
Well, it's not.
Never did.
It's on the back end that they don't.
Right.
Like, so if you told me like last year, Bryce Harper worth, what's he, $35 million a year? Something like that?
But that's pretty standard, right?
Yeah, he's actually getting like 25.
That's pretty standard.
So like when he signed it though, we were like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So if you would have told me last year he was worth 20, of course he was.
Right.
But 6 years from now, is he going to be worth that?
No. Right.
But then when you
Aaron Nola, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna? Well, what does he make in a year?
Well, he's up there. New contract, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
I forget, like $30 million a year.
So, is next year going to be $30 million a year? Probably he'll be worth it. But in 6 years, is it going to be worth it? Probably not.
Right.
So it's the end of the contract where you're like,
right. But it's like, but you know what? It's like, you know what I'm saying? We're homeowners, right? So we bought our house at certain points or whatever right now, right? So some people will say, wow, but we know that in the future it's going to pay off for us because now what, you know what I'm saying? We'll have more equity. Right?
Absolutely.
So the 30 million now might seem high, but in the 6-7 years, it's really compared to what's going to be. It's not going to be that high like that. 700, I don't care if it's 700 million. I don't care if it's now or 10 years from now. $70 million. That's high as hell,
but
man.
it's even higher because you're not getting the production.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, right. No, it's magnified. Yeah,
right?
absolutely right.
So, like, other
right.
players might be making $70 million.
Absolutely.
But those players are going to be in their prime. Whereas you're going to be
garbage.
With the Walker, we're just going to be like.
Well, that's another reason why, like, when it comes to Bryce Harper, he wants an extension. I'm like, no, because I'm already not even banking that when you're 36, 37, you're going to be as productive, let alone 39, 40.
You have to give them the extension. You know that.
No, you don't. No.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what happens. You don't give him the extension. He's not happy. So,
but no, he doesn't. He still has like 6 years left.
He does.
Okay, that's from our rationale. Okay, I'm saying if he already said he wanted an extension,
his agent.
Which is true.
Well, no, but his agent controls baseball.
Yeah, he does. Scott Boras.
He can say whatever he wants. He has every single player. He can do whatever he wants.
And now he's trying. And he's trying to even gauge the market for like Juan Soto's his agent, who the Yankees just got.
Oh, no, I'm aware.
Yeah, great pickup, by the way.
Who hasn't this?
Like he's already doing that for him. So
I just feel like I get it, but I just think that if Bryce wants, you better pay him.
Okay,
that's your engine.
I think that's one of those things where like, if you're the owners, you gotta come on, Bryce, let's talk. Like, okay, we'll extend you, but this number's coming down.
Right. Okay, so you have conversations. So but you're giving something.
Yeah, like this number's coming down.
You're giving something.
Yeah. Well, listen. With that said, I know we got to kind of wrap it up, hit the road here. So, just a quick final thought. I'll go first. I mean, first and foremost, like I said, I was very happy to be back here today. Like I said, I appreciated all the support from you guys, from everybody out there. It's been a different way of things over the last month, but with all bad comes good. Like I said, my dad's passing was a very tough thing. Of course, I was getting married, which is a very happy thing. But it's funny, on Sundays, like I said, my dad always asked, are you doing your show? I always try to tune in. So I like to believe that he's still watching whenever we do it.
Absolutely.
And, with that said, I still think that the Eagles don't get it done tonight.
Well, that's true to form. I mean, that's true to form.
I'm just saying. That's where I'm going to stick with.
Okay.
What about you, Jay?
Listen, I do think the Eagles get it done. So I'm going with the Eagles. Definitely, always condolences to you and the family, you and Sam and Mom and everybody else. Definitely, just going to be here, and anything you need, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Also, final thought, though, is a little celebratory, though. I was in Boston last week. And great time there, always with my uncle or whatever. Great time. Uncle's a funny dude, man. So it's a great time. But listen, I do want to celebrate him and kind of honor him. Like, he got Coach of the Year for the Boston City.
Oh, that's awesome.
Boston City champions, man. They were Boston City champs. He got Coach of the Year, and one of his players, they got something. He won like maybe Athlete of the Year or maybe Player of the Year or whatever. So definitely just want to, kind of shout him out a little bit. Sometimes, sharing family stories and stuff like that is good, because that's what we're about. We're a community show or whatever. So, and it's funny because he's a football coach, right? And it's in the family. My other uncle was a football player or whatever. But I don't really know football, but I'm learning about it. And I'm learning that if it's them two things, that's what I figured out. If them lines is right, you can take it all the way to the Super Bowl.
Listen, when's he coming on? When's he coming on?
Ask him.
I was going to say.
That's Uncle Kev. Ask him.
Uncle Kev.
Uncle Kevin.
Uncle Kev, this is your formal invite to join the Let's Get It show. We want you on.
There it is. He's been coaching. He's won a lot of championships up there in Roxbury, West Roxbury, and whatever like that. He used to coach New Edition.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been in Boston he's like one of them people like, you go away to school and then you just stay and you become part of that community and whatever. So, that was him. You know what I'm saying? So we always try to inspire to do that. Yeah. But, I done bounced around all over. You know what I'm saying? I wish I went to school out here, though. That's what I wished. If I had one regret, I'd have went to Rowan. You know what I'm saying? I'd have went to Rowan. I'd have started out here. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. But anyway, that's my final thought. So shout out to him. Shout out to my whole family, actually. And then also, let's go Eagles, man. Like I said, I'm a Giants fan. I still, I rep New York, all teams, whatever. In Buffalo. It's all good. You don't understand it. It's all good. But I relate to Hurts. I am Hurts. I feel all of us, a lot of us, especially in the African American community, we are Hurts. We are him. We're doubted. We're not celebrated, but we still have to overcome and get this job done. So I'm rooting for him.
Coach, about yourself?
Let's go Eagles. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I'm rooting. Other than that, big week, open of high school season. So good luck to everybody out there.
Yes, that's right.
That's about it.
Get those wins.
Right. That's right. We got the Red Devil Classic. So all those that might be listening, come on out to the Red Devil Classic on Saturday, December 16th. We got games all day. all day. So it'd be great for, to come out there and see some good basketball. Coach, you open up what, Thursday?
Thursday, yes, sir.
Thursday. Okay, come see Coach, see his squad and how he, he's getting ready for the. Listen, you chasing championships. That's always the goal. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how they start their championship run then. And listen, man, just continue just to have a great week, man. I see you got some new. We didn't see this is the first time. Why don't you hold it up?
This is not a real one, though, man. This is just silicone ring.
Damn.
Yeah, Coach.
But hold it up, though. I's married now. I's married now.
I don't think I think I only won my real ring once since the.
Is that how that goes? I'm not married, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean,
so you have the fake ring.
Yeah.
Well, I wore my real one for a while, and then it was like,
is that the real ring?
This is not. No, this is just a little.
So the real ring you wear here and there.
Well, a lot of people wear them. I'm just because I'm with the sports with all that. It's always getting banged up and like.
So then that's just the marker to say that's right. Hands off.
Yeah.
Hands off. Okay.
So
that's what's up, man.
All right. Well, listen. With that said, appreciate everybody watching. For Coach, for Jay, we will catch you next time on Let's Get It.